is 5:30 in the morning, Santa Rosalia, and we're getting ready to take off here pretty soon and head for Punta Popito, I think. About 11-hour sail. Hopefully we can get our sails up today. Huh, honey? I have to say it is super sad to look all the way around our boat and there's no buddy boat. No Divergent, no Gary, no Ina. We miss you guys. Okay, we're gonna put out a couple of sails and see if we can't turn the engine off. Not 2, not 3, but 4 sails are out and it is fantastic. We've had all 4 sails out. It's been a while since we've had more than 2 sails out. Feels good?
Yep. Well, a few minutes like this, it just eliminates all that angst we've had while being on hard working on the boat every single day. And then this is the reward. It's just so worth it. I can't get over how blissful this is. How fantastic this feeling is right now. Yeah. We got the whole sea by ourselves. Nobody else is here with us.
It's another sunrise to sunset kind of day. We have 69 miles to go. We're headed for Agua Verde, which we really loved last summer. Unfortunately, we won't get much time to spend there, but that's okay. So far, the engine has been running beautifully, cooler than it has ever run while we've owned the boat, and that's a really good thing. When the tide and the currents are working for us, we're at about 1,500 RPMs, going 7 knots, which is just fantastic. When the currents are against us, which has been a decent amount this last several days, it slows you way down, but that's part of boat life, right? Last night was a really rough night. We stayed in, I think it's called St. Nicholas, I could be wrong. It's about 2 miles north around the bend of Punta Popito. Anyway, we looked at the weather forecast, the wind, and we tried to imagine the swells. We pulled in here to stay, and I mean, no sooner did we drop the anchor did the swells start, and we rocked and we rolled all night long. It was 15 degrees, 15 degrees, 15 degrees each way, back and forth, and we had to sleep sideways on the bed last night, and that was the only way we were going to survive the night. But we did. We were so tired we slept. Anyway, here's to another day. Hopefully tonight's anchorage will be better. It's the dishwasher is pouring out water. Oh my gosh.
Water inside of it?
No, I haven't started anything or anything.
Fresh water, so I just turned off the pump.
Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Oh my gosh, so we got a flood downstairs and we come back up here and the autopilot is completely shut down and our boat is going in circles. We just did a complete circle while we were downstairs for 10 seconds. Oh my gosh. And of course no alarm because the autopilot just shut itself off. Why do we have no power up here at all?
me check the water situation. Or here, you just
Oh my gosh.
stand here.
I'll stay here. Oh my gosh, this is... Oh.
So we had a brand new dishwasher, has a reputation for having a water leak. Well, guess what? It burst, whatever burst underneath the dishwasher. And so water was pouring out. So I went over to the control panel, hit what I thought was the pressure water button. Instead, turned off the I turned off the helm gauges. I turned off the autopilot as part of that. And so we were downstairs dealing with the water, trying to figure out why the water wouldn't shut off. And meanwhile, the boat's going, it did like a 360-degree turn to the left. And anyway, I went down there with some light to the instrument panel and found out that I had pressed the wrong button.
And all this at 6:20 in the morning.
Yeah, so we're starting out early with an exciting day. Yippee, boat life.
Woohoo! Going about 6.5 knots. We got 3 sails out, no engine, no generators running, nice and quiet. It's a beautiful morning after the crisis. Has been a heck of a day. Oh, I tell ya. Not to sound negative, but sailing is like, or living full-time on a boat, is like 10% pure magic and joy and incredible everything, and 90% what have we done? Hard work, stress, and everything in between. It's still worth living on a boat though, just not every minute of every day. That's a lot of fish. Cool.
Well, the prop's broken.
What?
So what happened is that jig I put on there,
Yeah?
came off and it broke the prop.
The zinc came off.
Yep. 3 of the blades busted. Maybe 4 of them. There's 3 left.
Are you kidding?
So I got another prop down there. I kept the old one.
Oh, thank God. Oh, that's your new prop. You just put the new prop on.
Just the new one busted.
Oh. You okay?
Why don't you throw me over a rope right here so I can hang on something?
Okay, hang on.
It's not on yet.
How is it having a ladder?
It's a very, very good improvement. Oh.
Awesome. Been up since 3 a.m. Actually, did we ever even really sleep last night? It was a really rough, roly-poly night. But we're going between 8 and 9 knots. We're flying. We're also rolling down these waves. We're boat surfing.
Yeah, we got about 16 knots of true wind speed, blowing downwind. making good time, but it's really rolly. You can't hardly sleep or you'll roll off the couch. Lost one of my toolboxes. One of the 4 beeper.
Last night.
Well, this thing was off, just like that.
And that's the design right there. It just sits there.
Yeah.
In hopes that it doesn't pop off, which is exactly what it did last night.
Yeah. See, this is all working.
Why is the rudder feel sloppy in my hands?
The wheel?
Yeah.
Yeah, the nut on the very end was loose.
Oh.
Tighten it up just with my hand.
Okay, so what the heck? How can we prevent this from happening again?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah.
Buy a different boat? I mean,
Just have to inspect the entire system top to bottom. I'm gonna go up there and I'll open his hatch so you can hear me.
Okay.
And I'll do some maneuvering. Look like it's centered?
Yeah, it looks pretty centered. No, stop! Stop! The quadrant thing fell off again.
Oh.
It just fell off.
We're in crisis mode here with no mechanic, no tools, no machinery parts. I guess maybe that vice grips wasn't so bad after all.
What are we looking at now?
Well, it's a horrible discovery. That's the steering mechanism, the hydraulic ram, which controls the cables that moves the rudder. The rod is held in only by a vice grip on the top. So if that slips off, it looks like it's gripped on there about 1/8 of an inch. If it slips off, that pin falls out. There's no steering.
No wonder there was an old rusty vice grip on the autopilot.
Yep.
Too many of these incidences, which is not a very nice incident when you're out sailing. To lose your steering.
No, I can think of nothing really worse than lose steering.
No, I can't.
And then freak out, especially if you're near the shore.
And rocks.
Lift a freaking mattress.
And 5-foot waves.
A foot thick to get in here to identify the problem.
Yeah.
This is wiped out. Look at that. It don't look very good. Look at it.
No, it doesn't.
I need to tighten that. That's finger tight right there. That I noticed it. Yeah, that's why this thing jumped off. Yeah, it just went pow. Just a big jolt probably.
Yep.
Under load.
Yeah.
That needs to be tightened way down. It's totally stupid. Get some wrenches. Everything works.
You just turn on autopilot and it's working now?
Yep. I turned it on just now. It goes 10 degrees left, 10 degrees right. When I got underneath the bed, the ram was all the way in. And so it pulled it in, trying to correct the course, and couldn't, and wigged out.
Wow. Well, awesome.
So
we're once again Mazatlan bound. Playa La Bonanza is so beautiful. We spent some time here last year where there was no wind, and you could see straight to the bottom, 30+ feet of visibility. It's just incredible. We look forward to coming back here again sometime when there's no wind. We did get to enjoy a lovely evening of happy hour and FaceTime with Gary and Ina. It was so fun to catch up with you two. We miss you guys. We are on our way to Mazatlan, 200-mile crossing. This is our biggest yet. Some of you will laugh because it's nothing, but to us, this is huge. It will take us approximately 30 hours, and that's averaging about 6.5 knots. We started early enough in the morning to where we will sail all day and all night and arrive in Mazatlan somewhere late morning tomorrow. Thank you, Gary and Ina, for encouraging us to do our first overnight passage, and having you guys as our buddy boat was very helpful. We've done now 2 overnight passages, so this will be our 3rd one, but we're completely on our own this time. But I feel more confident in Chris and I, and we owe a huge thanks to you guys for that. So, all right, hopefully we have an awesome day ahead, an awesome 30 hours ahead.
sunrise.
Our first of 2 sunrises before we arrive at our destination, Mazatlan. And we got some rollers today. Holy smokes, we got some good wind. We got some really, really favorable wind right now, and we're actually sailing. Woo! We've got 3 sails out. And we were barely moving, and now we're going about 9 knots. We've been barely moving for hours and hours, and all of a sudden I look up and we're leaning. Amazing. This is a beautiful thing. This is me at the helm, holding a between 10 and 15 degree position. This is huge for me because I don't heel. I don't like heeling. I don't like the feeling of heeling. I'm not adventurous like, you know, everybody else is. I'm just here for a good time. I'm here for cocktails on the beach, for secluded islands, happy anchorages, and wonderful people. I'm not here for sailing. Although sometimes it is fun. That most of the time I'm just kind of scared. But with every day comes a new adventure and more confidence. I will tell anyone out there watching, if you have a spouse who's not interested in sailing, don't give up. Because this is so far from my dream. You get used to it, and then suddenly it's a little more thrilling, or a lot more thrilling. So don't give up, you can do it too. If I can do it, anyone can do this.
We've been on the waste for about 5 hours now. We got 17 knots of wind, pretty much on the beam, and we just reached hull speed, about 10, just a little over 10 knots. Things are great. It's awesome. We're heeled over about 15 degrees and 20 sometimes. We're making some great time. We're averaging like 9 or 10 knots speed over ground. We're going to get there way too early. We'll have to slow down tonight. We got to sail all night to get there. We want to be able to see the crab pots and the fishing nets in the morning when we're close to Mazatlan, instead of coming in at dark and stand the chance of running into some of that. Anyway, things are looking good. It's crazy nice out here. I've got the place to ourselves. I just have to share one more time. I just saw 10.6 knots of boat speed in 17 knots of true wind. It's a record for us. We've never been this fast on our boat. So anyway, it's very sweet.
That's not good at all. We have been sailing for hours. Just incredible wind. We had some pretty gnarly waves, but I mean, nothing nasty. It just makes the boat rock up and down, but it's just a beautiful day. I'm in a t-shirt, Chris is in shorts. We could not ask for better weather. So far, this has just been one heck of a journey. We'll never forget this. No land in sight. It's the first time for us. A lot of firsts on this crossing.
Hello.
Well, that was just about the most epic day of sailing. I mean, we sailed all day. Look, the sun is gonna be setting here in about an hour, and we've just turned the engine back on. Couldn't have asked for anything better, honestly. We've got about less than 109 miles left to go. We should be arriving somewhere around 8 or 9 in the morning. Here's our third night passage that we're about to do. We survived another crossing.
Yes, we did. The question is whether we'll survive today or not.
Yeah, what is that?
Bat.
It's a bat?
Yeah.
That's freaky. How did we get a bat?
I don't know.
And how long has it been with us and we've been sleeping with it? Oh, oh my gosh.
It's just a little one.
He's kind of cute. Geez, I'm like laying down here and going, that is a wad that I did not sew to my clears. Oh, he's just sleeping. It's just a teeny tiny little thing. Oh my gosh, I cannot believe a bat flew in here. At some point, we weren't even aware of it.
Just catching a ride. He was probably tired.
I know, but maybe we should.
Still 20 miles off the coast.
We can't let him go right now. We have to wait till we get to the. He can't.
Haul him the rest of the way?
We need to, honey. I'm not letting that little guy die. Dissipating now. And now we're out of it.
Mazatlan port control, Mazatlan port control. This is Blue Pearl.
Blue Pearl, this is Mazatlan port control. Go ahead, good morning, sir.
17.
17. Blue Pearl, this is Mazatlan port control. Go ahead.
Hello, good morning. We would like to have permission to enter the channel and come into the anchorage. Over.
Channel is clear, completely clear. You can proceed, no problem.
Thank you very much. Blue Pearl, I'm 16.
Okay, back to 16.
Excellent.